Hello and welcome to True Crime Diary, a light-hearted podcast on a serious subject. Every so often we look back over true crime stories to discuss an event that took place on this week in history. I'm your host Mark Decano, and with me as always are my friends Jed Lester.
Hello.
And Rue Turner.
Hello.
So the date we're looking at in this episode is the 11th of September. And in 1971,
Okay.
a gang of thieves tunnelled 40 feet underground and into the basement of the Baker Street branch of Lloyd's Bank in London.
40 feet horizontally.
Across, not down.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They would come out in the tube network. They tunnelled 40 feet or 12 metres from a rented shop underneath the bank and into the...
Haven't we done a pod like this before? In Holland or somewhere?
Well, there was a tunnelling.
I don't know why I'm asking you.
There was a tunnelling theft in London not that long ago.
No, there was a Antwerp or something.
Antwerp
They
diamond
didn't
heist.
tunnel in. No.
Did they not?
No.
Okay, fine. How did they get in?
Through a window.
He says after we've recorded it and released it. Just through a window? Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was dug.
It wasn't dug. This is only our first tunnelling.
Fine. Sorry. Carry on.
And now do I have your permission to proceed, amigo?
They tunnelled in to
From a rented shop.
From a rented shop.
Yeah.
They tunnelled in to the bank vault and stole the contents of the safety deposit boxes.
Oh, yeah, the long, thin ones.
The long, thin ones.
Quite like those.
You do?
Well, they're just a bit... What the hell are you going to put in then?
Long, thin
It
things.
has to only be...
Sceptres.
Yeah. It can only be little things. Or you could put a sword in there. A saw. Sawing things. But they're 2 inches by 5 inches by about 6 foot.
A bit like my dining room table drawer.
Are they 6 foot long?
They're really long.
We had a
Don't
dining room
understand.
table made. The guy said, "How long do you want the drawer?" I said, "How long can it be?" It was as long as the table. So I went, "All right then."
I want a table length, please.
It's a 3-metre table.
So you've got a...
You've got a little
I
drawer.
want it too long to open.
It's like,
I want it to be... I want the room to be way too small.
It's like a safety deposit box. You just pull this little drawer at one end of the table.
Just keeps going.
And just keep walking.
Heavens to Murgatroyd! That's illogical, impossible, and difficult even.
So they would be met with loads of those.
Many of those, loads of those. Obviously, being safety deposit boxes, no one knows what was really inside.
Yeah, that's the rules,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's like some secret society. You're not allowed to...
It's kind of a loophole, really, isn't it?
It's a bit.
Yeah. Because you're not depositing a sum that the bank has to keep track of so you know how much is yours. You're putting in
Whatever
stuff.
you want.
You put in whatever you want. It's none of their business. As long as it's not like explosives. But you could be like a treasure map.
It's like a storage lockup. It's just a monthly fee, basically, isn't it?
Yeah. So the police did manage to recover about £230,000 worth of articles. But they estimate that was 10% of what was
I was going
taken.
to say, but there was nothing. But there was in one...
That was
probably one.
Well, there's also the voluntary insurance inflation, of course, because you'll have it insured.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And
You just go,
anything.
I was in that
A trillion
theft.
yeah. Yeah, of course you could. Yeah. So did the robbers... Hang on, I don't even know who they are, but I'm still going to ask a question about them. Did they know... Technically, they would have had no idea what they were tunnelling for, to what they would find.
Well, yeah, they were going into...
No, it's a load of old photographs of their family or whatever.
Well, it was photographs of the family,
Oh, were they?
allegedly.
Okay. I didn't know.
The royal family.
I meant not sentimental value, actual. Oh, bloody hell. Photos, what were we going to do with these?
Well, what happened was that one of the perpetrators, digger guys, they obviously did some reconnaissance ahead of time. So he basically took out a safety deposit box. He rented a box.
Oh, yes.
So he could go in,
Could be...
check it out,
Come and
have a
go.
look.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
and of course,
Just have
measure the room.
That shop, that shop next door, is it for sale? Is it for rent? Sorry. Oh, thanks very much.
Work out where the cameras are,
Yeah, exactly.
such that they would have been in 1971.
well,
But yes, that's such an obvious thing to do.
yeah. So what happens is you go in to get your safety deposit box. The bank people then leave you on your own. The bank people, the bank folk.
They do, yeah. They have to
do.
Do they have to leave you on your own? Turn their backs or whatever.
Yeah.
They leave you be, don't they?
Well, in this instance, their practice was that they would leave the room. So of course,
No cameras.
so
no
he
cameras
just
in the
measured the floor plan, and just basically just mapped out the whole room. Yeah.
Well, that's good. He's doing his, planning.
A project like this will require organization, skilled planning, and leadership.
The Baker Street connection is interesting because the whole thing was planned and inspired by a Sherlock Holmes story. Are you familiar with the Red-Headed League?
I mean, no.
Well, it's a short story.
Yeah.
And basically, at the centre of it, there is a group of criminals who tunnel from a nearby shop into a bank vault.
Okay.
So they went, that's a good idea. Let's do that.
Oh, okay.
And
So it's not inspired, they just nicked.
They just said, let's do it, yeah.
Only Sherlock Holmes can solve that one.
Yeah.
Elementary cactus head.
So inspired by the short story.
Yeah.
That was. Yeah.
So,
Are we near to I mean, I know I'm aware it's all fiction, but are we nearby to 221?
221B, yeah.
well, yeah, as you rightly say, 221B does exist now, but it
does exist now.
only recently.
Is that like platform 9.5?
Yeah, basically, yeah. They
does, yeah,
they
yeah.
put it there in order to have people come and gawp at it.
Yeah,
But it's basically the window of. Actually, it might be a bank, but it's not. But not this bank. This is 185.
Oh, okay. 221B or A or whatever. If you drive past it, there's a massive queue outside. It's a thing now.
Yeah, the Sherlock Holmes Museum is like 225 Baker Street or something like that.
Okay.
There was no 221B,
No.
but 221 basically turned one of their windows over to make it look like that address.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's a bank.
Right.
But it might have changed, I don't know. Anyway, it's not there. All right?
So several doors down was where they...
Several doors down, they went, here, let's rent this place.
That's the leather goods shop.
The leather goods shop.
Le Sac.
Le Sac.
Which colloquially in French means sort of a bunch of stuff. Nothing interesting to see here.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
It's a bric-a-brac, which is exactly what it became. The people who owned Le Sac, the leather goods store, sold the lease to a man who sold bric-a-brac, knickknacks and ornaments. Mm-hmm. But he was a gang member, or he was affiliated with gang members. Sure. He said, I've got this vacant shop, 2 doors down, and you can tunnel under the Chicken Inn.
Oh, right, so it wasn't right next door?
No, 2 doors along.
Sorry, tunnel under what?
The Chicken Inn.
Yep. Which can't have a it would be helpful if it hasn't got a downstairs basement.
I believe it did have a basement. Most of these shops, because of their age, will have basements, yes.
So that means you've got a basement, so you tunnel under that.
You've got a basement. You've got a basement.
Let's do it. Right, okay.
So you have to go...
You've got to be careful around there. Central London, going too deep, you could hit any number of...
The Victoria line.
Quite. Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot further down than people seem to always think.
Water, gas, electric, the tube.
Yeah. Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Romans.
Yeah. So I bet they didn't research that, because how on earth do you do that? They just got some spades and thought, right, let's do it.
Yeah, I think they did a little bit more research than that. They understood from like technical drawings of the building that they rented, how far the basements went down. So they made an educated guess. Much farther than this, we're going to hit God knows what. So, So they went. They basically skimmed basements. They didn't have to dig up far into the
chickeny. It's the wrong one then.
Yeah. When you can stop smelling chicken and start smelling cold hard cash.
Yeah.
So, having measured out the floor plan of the vault with an umbrella of all things,
while he was in there,
and by putting out his arms to either side of himself, to take measurements. As I say, they tunnelled through the basement of one store, under the basement of the next store, and then up into the vault. They started trying to use a car jack to force the vault floor open. That didn't work, so they got a thermal lance, like a acetylene torch cut thing, to cut their way in. That didn't work. So they get their explosives in with gelignite and blew massive hole in the vault floor. Now, they were doing it over the weekend, so all the shops are closed and things like that.
Yep,
Except for the inn. You'd think there'd be plenty of people in the inn.
that's true. In the chick. In. Yep.
Do you think people have noticed a massive explosion? Presumably, even
Yes, I would.
vibration alone.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Just pneumatic drills, you'd think you'd hear them.
But no.
Right.
They got inside, nonetheless.
Sure.
268 safety deposit boxes they got open. So they obviously took to the time. I don't know how long they claim to have been in there, but
That's a long time.
that seems like a long time.
Well, because they're very long, stars.
As you well established.
Aren't they? It takes ages to pull them out. But then you could open them up and go, well, this is no good. There's just some, keys.
Some keys.
You want instantly, oh, look, loads of different currencies and jewels, basically.
Yeah.
Shame they're all on fire
But it's
from
a-
the explosion.
Yeah, the guy behind you can't be taking them because you've got to cross the room with the length of your deposit box.
Like Rue's table.
You open it up, and it's whatever's inside is only a value to the person who put it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. It's typically
You
only
open
a value to the person.
You open it up and find the Ark of the Covenant or something. It's
Yeah,
gonna
well, that's
be
what I'm saying. Photos,
a will or something.
Yeah, important, whatever, birth, marriage, whatever. But I would say, very small percentage, is exactly the stuff you want. Cash and jewels, and presumably that's all they want. Is that all they want?
Well, there were some rumours.
Vouchers for chicken in.
Yes. Yeah. A gift card. Book token.
All of this is worthless?
We don't know that yet.
So there were rumours about what they might have been searching for. There were supposedly some compromising photographs of Princess Margaret and the actor/criminal John Bindon, apparently, and that there might also have been some photographs of a Tory cabinet minister in flagrante delicto with some underage folk.
Right.
None of this
It's unlikely.
It's unlikely. This is all probable, although the rumours themselves did inspire later fictional accounts, like the film The Bank Job from 2008.
Is that the Jason Statham?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
The Statham.
Nothing against him.
And that includes your eyes
Yeah.
Yeah.
on his movies.
Well, I mean, Princess Margaret was, at the time, definitely woman about town.
Yes.
And hung around with everyone and anyone who had money and power and influence and whatever. And frankly, Tory politician, that could have been from any year, from any decade, ever, frankly.
Yeah.
But the notion of having compromising photographs in the early 70s, that means you had to have been there and, lit it or whatever. But anyway. That said, it seems to be quite a lot of trouble gone to get something like just for that. I mean, I'm aware you would then sell those photographs, but you've gone through a right old bloody effort.
First of all, let's be clear, they weren't looking for that, because that doesn't exist.
Fine.
But assuming that they were, then the establishment would have paid whatever, and they would have the resources to do so, even if the government backed it, because they can't have that kind of scandal to deal with. Anyway, that wasn't the case. What they've done here is they've taken an absolute punt on...
Yes.
They're playing the numbers.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's the bank vault. Some of it will be valuable to them.
We are in central London.
If you go in by volume, they're going to find enough.
Yeah, I mean, one of them would have made it. They could literally strike gold. If 255 of them contained not much, then 5 is more easily enough to contain a ton of money and jewels, I would suspect. Gold bars and
you'd expect none of that jewellery and stuff to be registered anywhere.
Otherwise, why is it in that?
Yeah.
Probably nicked itself.
You're hiding something. I want to know what it is.
So this tunnel that they've dug up 8 tons of waste, which they had to then hide in.
I was going to say,
sack.
where did that all go?
It went into the shop.
Into the shop?
Into Le Sac.
In Le Sac, right, okay. So what, it was suddenly landscape?
It's basically just big piles of rubble. And,
right.
Just basically stacked floor to ceiling.
Right, okay. So the shop at no point, Le Sac was at no point open?
Yeah, no, it's a vacant
Right,
vacant lot.
okay, fine.
So it just looked like from any an outside observer, it would look like the shop was having works done.
Sure.
So there would be a big pile of rubble and dirt at the back of the shop, and a big pile of rubble and dirt in the shop, and it's just being redeveloped.
So it's quite. You'd never know. You'd never go. No. I'll tell you what they're doing.
There's a shop like that near me at the moment, and just from week to week, piles of wood come and go from the inside of the shop.
So what's
bags of money
from wherever that is? What's 2 doors down?
There used to be a bank, but they've taken so long tunnelling, the bank's moved.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'd look what's either side. If there's any.
There's a Thai massage parlour.
Let's tunnel into that.
Say, what are you looking for?
So, bank holiday weekends, they go in on
the keyword there.
Bank.
Yep.
He's on holiday.
On holiday.
They know they've got 3 days. They go in on the Friday. Dig, 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 dig. There were roadworks going on down the road. Down the road. Best place for roadworks.
That's good, isn't it?
Well, it's good for them.
That's good.
It's good for the robbers because these bank vaults have countermeasures for tunnelling. They have like trembler switches that detect.
Well, yeah.
Do they detect gelignite going off underneath them?
Well, they would. They would detect the tunnelling, except that in the case where there was roadworks going on and therefore drilling and vibration,
they're switched off.
The switches were all turned off.
Was that luck? Oh my God! It was roadworks. It was quick. Go for it.
It was taken into account by the robbers.
That's good.
Cool.
Very good plan.
So it was quite it's serendipitous. The things all coming together. We've got a bank holiday weekend. There will be roadworks. They won't be road working because it's a bank holiday weekend.
Oh yes.
But
I thought
the countermeasures will be switched off.
Right, okay.
You could have been putting in fake reports of the smell of gas for weeks in order to get the roads dug up.
Yeah.
So they've got, as well as those going into the vaults and doing the tunnelling and the explosives guy, they also had a lookout who was on the roof overlooking the bank. And they were kept in contact with walkie-talkies.
Mm-hmm. Just looking out for anything.
Just looking out, activity. Yeah. Stop drilling. Stop drilling.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, stop drilling again.
You know what walkie-talkies were like back in the 70s? About 15 minutes of chat, on something the size of a TV next to your head. Sure, and then you have to swap the batteries out.
Yeah, of course.
While this is all going on, in the evening on the Saturday, the next day, a man named Robert Rowlands, who was an amateur radio enthusiast living about half a mile away, picked up on his radio some chatter.
You've been listening to Music for Old Invalids.
So radio that is connected to their frequency.
He's picked up their walkie-talkie frequency on his radio.
Quite fortuitous, isn't it? He's nothing to do with it. He's just a radio ham.
It's just a ham.
Yeah.
We used to do that as kids.
No, it's a marvellous invention, radio is. It's opened up completely new horizons for me. Friends all over the world. None in this country.
My dad had a radio in the living room and we could pick up the police on it.
Really?
Yeah, it's just an analogue radio. You just tune it right down and you could hear ambulances reporting. And
I could hear ambulances.
Right, okay, so what did he do with that information?
Well, he didn't get it exactly right. He thought it was that there was a burglary in a cigarette shop nearby, because obviously he didn't have direction on this. He just picked up the frequency.
It could be.
He didn't know where it was. Yeah. So he was extrapolating from the bits that he heard.
Cigarette? Yes.
Nonetheless, he knew that was something untoward, so he phoned the police.
Right.
11:30 p.m. on the Saturday.
I don't know where it is, but there might be a burglary happening within a distance.
It's something. It's something happening nearby. Not sure what. Might be a burglary.
He would have known the the length of a radio wave.
Yeah, he'll know how far he can pick up.
Can go.
Yeah. Wouldn't have thought it'd be that far.
No.
The walkie-talkies don't go far.
So a circle around him.
Yeah.
Him being the centre of the circle.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't really narrow it down, does it? But
it's not bad. As search areas go. Although it is in Central London, so...
Yes, quite.
Well, the police didn't take it seriously. They thought it was a prank call.
Okay.
They did say one thing.
Stop calling us.
They said, well, if you think it's that interesting, you should record it.
Oh, okay.
And he went,
Tape recorder, huh?
Interesting.
So he, as you would do as a child...
Yep.
He pulled out a cassette recorder, pressed play and record, and held it up
at the same time.
That's how we all recorded the radio back then.
Yep. That's how we recorded everything.
Be quiet, Mum.
I recorded the TV theme off the telly.
Yeah. And for its third week at number 1,
I recorded the top 40. Quiet.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Be quiet. Tea's ready. Oh, God. Have you done your... Wash your hat? Oh, God. Oh, shut up, Mum.
Oh, Mum.
I'll have to wait till next week.
Yeah, you got to wait a week.
Still in the charts.
No.
No, then.
So he's somehow is recording the whole lot. Is he literally holding...
He's literally holding...
It's the only way he can do it, isn't it?
Yes. That's the only option.
Record and putting it to the speaker.
So what he recorded was, because bear in mind this is between the lookout and the burglars. He records them arguing about whether they're going to keep digging or go home for the night.
So it's quite good intel.
Yeah.
Does anyone want a chicken? For the night.
Let's break in this one here and get some fried chicken.
Yeah, so it's quite good. It's gold for, info, isn't it?
Yeah. So this guy's been sat on the rooftop for ages and bored out of his mind, hungry, tired, etc.
No one's bringing him chicken.
No chicken for him.
I'm not arguing here.
So basically, the guy's in the basement. The place is full up with fumes from all the cutting and digging.
It'd be awful down there.
Dust.
Yeah. Sulphur.
Yeah.
Soil.
The smell of dirt.
Farting men.
Exactly.
And then the lookout man is eventually, the guy on the rooftop is eventually persuaded to hang about a bit longer. They point out they've taken 90% of what they call the easy ones, and now they've got the hard ones, referring to the deposit box.
Yep.
So he agrees to stick around. So this is more or less what's recorded on this thing. An argument about whether he's going to go home for the night and they should call it off because of all the fumes and they're all tired.
Yeah.
Let's call it off and then come back the next day. But eventually they say, well, hang about, we'll do this. So he records for 2 hours on a cassette.
Wow.
And he calls back the police. But this time he phones Scotland Yard instead of the local constabulary.
Yep.
And they sent down the flying squad, the Sweeney.
Yep.
Went round his place to listen to the tapes and they were like, definitely burglary going on.
We need that radio pronto.
They stayed with him until 8:30 on the Sunday morning. They stayed with him for hours, listening to the tape. And
just listening to the tape. I was going to say, not listening.
Recording. They listened to 2 hours of recordings and formulating a plan.
It's not even a good recording. All those devilish rumbling noises.
The next morning...
You'd think they'd go straight round to the... Well, hang on.
We don't know
where we are. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. They're still in the dark.
They might be robbing the leather goods shop.
Anything. Literally.
8:30 the next morning, Sunday the 12th. The gang return. The chatter resumes, and the police who are now monitoring go, they go, So they've clocked that this is obviously a bank robbery. In progress. They understand that it's a safety deposit because of the manner of the chatter, but they don't know where it is.
We did manage to locate the general area where the transmission originated.
So they decide to contact bank staff and security companies in an 8-mile radius.
Wow.
Which means...
That's a lot.
750 banks.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
There are too many of them. What are we going to do?
In an 8-mile radius now...
Yeah.
How many
you wouldn't find a bank.
They'd be all coffee shops.
There'd be, I don't know, well, depending on where you were, obviously, but there might be a dozen.
I can't think of a bank within 8 miles of where I live.
There must be. 8 miles? That covers nearly to London.
That's true. That's true.
There wouldn't be many, anyway.
No, not
There'd
many.
be less than 10% of whatever it was, 750. Bloody hell. So someone had to phone 750...
Yeah, on a Sunday.
Are you... Well, obviously,
they'd be contacting...
every single bank would have just rung and rung and rung.
Well, they would have rung...
Hello?
The emergency contact that you have registered with them.
Are you being currently burgled? No, I don't think so.
Some they were able to gain access, without needing...
I'll have a look.
They can go into. One of the places they were able to gain access to was the Baker Street branch of Lloyd's, where the robbery was actually taking place. Right. But having gained access in the afternoon of Sunday the 12th, they went to the vault, found it all secured and locked up.
Safe and sound, as you might say.
Of course.
Because
they're inside it.
Because they're inside it.
Yes, of course.
Because
the bank go in that way.
They couldn't access it because it was on a time lock.
It's all secured and locked up. It's fine.
Yeah.
So that's how they...
So they went in. It's all locked up. It's
Don't worry
time
about
locked.
it.
We can't get in anyway.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Thanks very much.
So they left.
Cross that off on its list. Right, yeah, okay.
Obviously, because the lookout probably saw them turning up.
Yeah.
And said, everyone should.
Keep stum.
Be very, very quiet.
Some staff went in on the Monday.
Yeah.
Obviously, then opened the vault and went,
Yeah.
Police came in. They find
chicken.
They find the walkie-talkies. They find tools, thermal lamps.
Find a massive hole.
Yeah. The big hole.
Everything's strewn everywhere.
Yeah.
One of my favourite words.
The mess of spoil in the empty shop 2 doors down.
Of course, yeah.
They blasted into the safety deposit vault, sandbagged the blasts, sledgehammered the boxes, all in a weekend's work.
120 detectives were called in onto the case.
Wow.
Yeah. They managed to trace 260 box owners, but 8 of the box owners refused to let the bank pass their names to the police.
That's dodgy.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because you've got photos of Princess Margaret.
That's true. In every single deposit box. Yeah, that's dodgy, isn't it?
Look, I got nothing to hide.
Mr. Wolf, the guy who rented the shop,
Okay.
they obviously picked him up first, and then through gang affiliations and then subsequent surveillance chatter of his known associates, etc.
The net.
The net
Widened. Loosened.
Closed in. And they identified...
They got everyone.
Well, they identified a few people. They were looking for
secret.
They were looking initially for 4 men and a woman who they had heard on the chatter of the walkie-talkies. They didn't widen it to other people. But they definitely did pick up 2 men named Abdullah Hassan Ganji and Akbar Muhammad Ali Ganji, who were arrested with £32,000 of banknotes.
Yep.
4 more men, including Wolf, named Gavins, Stevens and Tucker, were also picked up in possession of more banknotes from the vault.
Mm-hmm. I would say that's not much.
No.
Meaning, was there any point in doing it? But I'm aware it's probably... I mean, obviously it is quite a lot back then. And it's not that much to do all that.
No.
Effort.
It's not really, is it?
I mean, I suppose you didn't say how much the other blokes had, but I bet it was less than 32,000.
Well, in total, they recovered, as I say, 230-odd thousand pounds.
All right, fine.
I mean, the estimates were obviously a lot. They say that might be about 10%. Their estimates are a lot higher. But again, this is about insurance claims and what the bank, the bank would say that was in there.
The bank has no idea what's in there.
No.
And 8 people wouldn't even declare that they had a box there in the first place.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't know how much.
It was so long, I didn't know what was at the end of it.
Yeah, I put it at the back.
What they didn't know was right down the other end. It's like the crown jewels.
There's nothing in it.
The bank itself offered £30,000 reward for information for more arrests.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that's quite a lot. That's like...
Information for arrest. It's normally for conviction.
Yeah, well, that's
not just for arrest.
That's a lot of money just for going, oh yeah, it's
probably him. So the gang members were charged with the crime of stealing the security boxes. It was valued at being a minimum of £1.5 million for the purposes of the charges.
Yep.
And of the possession of explosives and handling stolen goods. Stevens, Tucker and Gavin pleaded guilty. Wolf and the 2 Ganji guys pleaded not guilty. Wolf claiming that he signed the lease for the sack. And then, whoa, there's been a break-in. I didn't know anything about it.
Someone dug a massive hole in the middle of my shop.
I am shocked and offended and hurt.
The 2 Ganjis were found not guilty.
Really?
But Stevens, Tucker and Gavin each got 12 years.
Seems a bit unjust. 12 years? Right.
Wolf, who pleaded not guilty, he got 8 years.
So those twins got nothing. Got off, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a point of contention. So Rowlands, the guy who picked up the radio chatter,
yes.
Initially, Scotland Yard were going to charge him.
For what? Solving the case?
for listening to unlicensed transmissions under the Wireless Telegraphy Act.
Of course, yeah.
So basically illegal wiretap.
It needs to be,
But they wisely decided not to pursue the prosecution against him.
Especially since he'd been instructed by the police to record it.
There you go.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And in fact, Lloyd's Bank sent him a cheque for £2,500, thanking him.
So exit for the big reward. Stage right.
There's a bit of a problem with safety deposit boxes in the UK now. Because you know that all the banks have pretty much closed all their branches because it saves them about £1 billion a year.
Yeah, sure.
Well, all of those branches used to have safety deposit boxes like this one, which now don't exist anymore.
Sure.
So they were all passed into the hands of private security firms, who then just stuck them in medium security warehouses around the country without telling any of the people who owned the safety deposit boxes.
Right, I see what you mean.
And a lot of those places now have just kind of either been sold on or destroyed, and a lot of people are finding their safety deposit boxes simply don't exist or can't be located. There's something in the region of $400 billion pounds worth of stuff in safety deposit boxes that no one can locate.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Well, on the subject of the contents of the safety deposit box.
So in
1973, people who had safety deposit boxes in this particular Lloyd's decided to sue Lloyd's.
They will have a massive case for it, I reckon.
For not looking after their goods.
Yeah. So over the next 4 years, more and more plaintiffs joined the case until there were 138 people seeking £660,000 worth of damages. One person, saying that some of his property had been recovered by the police, he went to look at what had been recovered, and it had basically been just loose laid out on tables, unsupervised, while people just went around
picking out
what was theirs. He was a retired jeweller. He said he saw a diamond worth £3,000 or £4,000 just lying on the table. Anyone could have just picked it up and walked off with it. Someone else said he saw a ring in a waste paper basket. And one of the bank assistants had said that two people tried to claim the same pair of candlesticks.
You have one each.
Yeah. It took 4 years for this claim to get before a judge. After 4 days of the trial, the judge went to the bank to see where the property had been put out on show. And then the next day, he went back into court and adjourned the case without giving any reason, and that was the end of it. It never got recalled to resume proceedings since.
So, sorry, so the banks got away with it? Or
there was, technically the claim is ongoing.
Thrown out. Right.
It's still ongoing. Because the judge, he went in, he had a look around and went back to court and said, right, I'm adjourning proceedings, and it hasn't resumed since. That was 1973. So it's 50 years ago.
That £3,000 or £4,000 diamond that you were talking about would now be worth 60 to 100,000 worth.
Yeah, easy. And anyone could have just picked it up and walked.
That's fine.
So we've recovered this. See anything you think might ring a bell?
That one? Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's just mine. It's all mine. This was all mine. All of this was in my.
It was in a very long,
my very long safety deposit.
So long.
It was so long.
It's so
long. That's all for this time. If you want to know more about what we've talked about in this episode, Google it or something. You can listen to all of our previous episodes on our website, truecrimediary.co.uk. Please leave a review on your podcast provider if you can, or you can send an email to truecrimediarypodcast@gmail.com. My thanks to Jid and Roo, and to all of you for listening, and we'll see you again on the next date in our True Crime Diary.